Hello my lovelies. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jamie and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing something completely new. I have never tried this before and frankly I've been kind of scared too. So I've completed everything I could possibly think of that needed done today and went around and got food and a whole bunch of other things that I need for the weekend because tonight and tomorrow I have a feeling I am going to be extremely tired because we are going to be trying our 24-hour reading challenge. Yay! No! I debated whether or not I should even do this challenge because I just, if it fails, you guys will never see the light of this. If it does, then, well, yay! I'm just going to chill here with the animals. I have a few books that I want to read for this challenge. I have 2 here that I want to finish, and I may or not get to another one, we shall see, but I want to read Elin Hilderbrand's What Happens in Paradise. This is the second one in the series. The first one, it was about Irene Steele. She had a shock of her life. Her husband actually died in a helicopter accident, weird enough, with a lady who was not his wife. But they were seeing each other, and they died in the Virgin Islands, not even where he was supposed to be. So her and both of her sons go over to the Virgin Islands, and they try to figure out, what's going on, what happened to my husband. And the first book was really, really good. I really enjoyed that one, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. I've gotten, 20 pages in. I haven't gotten very far. But I'm not ready to jump into it yet. It's more like a mystery, and my brain has been on lag. So instead of starting out with What Happens in Paradise, we are actually going to be starting off with my next 200 pages of Order of the Pheonix. I kind of reached another reading slump. It tends to happen when I read a bunch all at once, and I already almost finished all of my January TBR. I have just this book, What Happens in Paradise, and then I only have 6 of Crows left, and I've completely done my TBR, and we're only halfway through the month. So I've done really, really well, but I haven't read anything this week at all. So I kind of need this to help pick it up for me again. I want to read the next 200 pages. We just got to Hogwarts. The first 200 pages we're dealing with the whole courts and, dealing with Fudge and Umbridge and all them. We just got to Hogwarts, and that's going to be the start of my next 200. Which will be very nice because then we get to figure out his classes, we get to figure out the teachers, we get to see everybody again and get back the introductions to the people we don't know. I'm looking forward to that and kind of just a comfort read before hopping into doing more mystery. And if I finish that one, then we move on to What Happens in Paradise. If I finish What Happens in Paradise tonight, which I doubt, but if I do, then I get to be starting 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. That'll be the first Leigh Bardugo book that I will have read. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one, but I do want to get What Happens out of Paradise out of the way first. So that is what we will be doing, and I will prop you guys up to get that started. I'm using my phone currently to film this. It is right before 5:30. I was going to start at 5, but I got distracted by YouTube videos, watching other YouTubers. So, that didn't work. I'm gonna put that timer on, and yeah, we're gonna start this. of the way through our 200 goal. And we are about, my timer says 21 hours and 24 minutes left to go. So, I have gotten through 200 pages of Order of Pheonix. So we are officially at page 400. I'm really liking it so far. It's good to do it in these big chunks. It's literally like reading an entire book in one book. And I'm not even halfway through yet. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to stand because I sort of had a headache right before I started this, and it's only gotten worse. Like I said, if this doesn't see the light of day, well, it doesn't. But I am going to clean off my makeup, I'm going to do my hair, and I am going to possibly grab something else to eat, grab some more water. I'm already set for pajamas, so I don't have to change, but Nick's already asleep, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, so we're just going to take a quick little 5-minute break for me to clean all this off and rehydrate my contacts, because my eyes are not used to being stayed open for this long, and probably will not be for a while. So, I gotta do that, and then we will start on What Happens in Paradise. Yay! We are going to attempt this, and we'll see how far we can get into this. I don't know how people do this. I have a whole new respect for people who do this, because I just read 200 pages of Harry Potter, and that's some of the easiest stuff that you can read. Like, seriously. It's easiest, but it's one of the best. Like, best fantasy you can read. And my brain is already done. I don't know how people read for hours and hours and hours on end. I wouldn't even be able to listen for that long. So anybody who can do this, props to you, because I don't want to do this anymore. But we're gonna try, and we're gonna see, and I'll see how many hours I get into this. Right now we're sitting at 19 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, we are all cleaned up and feeling much better, and found out the main reason why I had a headache was because I was water deprived. So after drinking almost 2 containers of this bottle, I already feel a little better. So I may just have to catch up on my water supply, because I'll admit I did not do very well with that today. But I have my refill of water. I'm going to make a point to drink at least 2 of those during the first couple of chapters to help me get back into the swing of things. But I've also got my sweet little treat. Caramel creams aren't really a favorite for people. They're my favorite. So for those of you who have not tried a caramel cream, for those of you who like cowtails, and if you guys haven't heard of cowtail, you're missing out, because these things are amazing. I do like cowtails better, but I was just feeling these today. So we got that, and I'm gonna start with where I left off. I'm pretty sure I left off on page 20. Yep, 20. So we are gonna pick up, I think there's 319 pages long. We are gonna see how far we can get into this and see if it is possible to even do that tonight. Charlie's in bed in his cage, so he won't be asking me to throw his ball anymore. It's just me and Luna. Luna's a night owl like me. She likes hanging out. Right now she's in play mode. So I'm gonna be playing with her toys and her favorites. Oh, much better. I'm not being blinded anymore. For those of you who are wondering, those are LED remote controlled lights that we just did put it into the lamp. Nick's idea was actually... Oh Lord. Hang on, you guys need to see this. She found my ribbon stash. Luna. Honey. Yes. Okay, I want to say something about this book. I love the story, don't get me wrong. I love the characters, I love the story. We are getting to the background of Rosie and Russell. Russell was Irene and Baker and Cash's dad. He's the one who died in the helicopter crash. We're getting to their story of how they met. When someone tells you that they're married and they have 2 sons, you don't continue to flirt. That's common sense. And being married now, it aggravates me. Even when I wasn't married, this aggravates me. Because when you're with somebody, you're either with somebody or you guys need to break up and be with other people. You know what I mean? You don't do 2 lives going back and forth because that hurts the other people. It's just aggravating, and that's the one thing that I'm putting that anger aside. It has nothing to do with the book at all. I love the book, and I'm loving the characters. I'm loving everything that's going on so far. But sir, and ma'am, especially Rosie. Rosie knew better. She didn't care. She wore her best, sexiest outfit and didn't care. I don't like that. So, but anyway, we are officially a quarter of the way through. We have reached page 87. So, I am on part 2. I believe there's 3 parts in this book. Like I said, we're about that much through. We've still, read 60 pages so far. And we are currently sitting at 17 hours, 53 minutes on the time clock. This is taking forever. I think doing 3 hours of reading is enough. I've been doing this for I don't even know. I'm awake. That's not the problem. I'm awake. I've had my water. My headache's mostly gone. Thank God. Because that was the thing I thought was going to put me to bed. But I'm fine. But how do y'all do this? I'm probably going to be saying that through the whole thing. Just preoccupy yourself with that. Anyway, we're going to continue. So the deal with this book so far, I'm figuring out very, very quickly. There isn't as much action. There's a lot of, fighting over feelings. We have brothers fighting over the same girl. It's actually like a 4-way triangle right now. We also have another mature adult romance going on. And then we also have a whole new perspective that was brought into the story. I think that this book is more about the informative purposes of everything, feeling out mostly about Rosie's, the mistress's story. I'm not minding it, I'm not mad at it, but it's definitely not as good as the first one. It's definitely on the same wavelength. Like, there were no changes, there was nothing I didn't like about it. So far, it's just a very informative story versus the last time it was a lot of action and oh my gosh, this happened, oh my god, this is what's happening. Ooh, secrets revealed. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in the first book, and this book is more just a lot of backflash with Rosie and some things going on now, but it's a lot of everyone filling out their feelings. So I'm in the last part. I'm in the last 60 pages of it. So we are down to 14 hours and 30 minutes. And I'm still not tired. So we're gonna keep going. Yeah. We left off with a cliffhanger. I am so not happy right now. Oh my god. Like, seriously. The ending for this? Oh my god. This is so wrong. Like, Rosie's... I can't go into Rosie's because it ties in with everything. And so does the ending of this, but... I wouldn't say cliffhanger per se, it's more like a very bad situation just arose out of this whole thing. And then there's gonna be more questions and more actions have to be taken. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. Okay. So we are officially done with what happened in Paradise. Oh god. I can't believe I read this whole thing already and I'm about to start another one. Alright, so I'm still pretty awake and it's like 4:30 in the morning. And we are 13 hours and 10 minutes left in this. We got a while to go. But I will be looking forward in about 2 hours to some daylight, and that will definitely help. So, I am gonna go grab my next book, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have our next one. We're gonna be starting Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Never read a Leigh Bardugo book. This is gonna be completely new. I haven't read a lot of fantasy. Court of Thorns and Roses is the first fantasy I've read, and I think that was one of the few that I read last year. Like, very, very few I read last year. I'm not real big on fantasy. I kind of want to read more into them, just to see. Court of Thorns and Roses hooked me at the end. Beginning, very skeptical, but I'm curious to see how this duology is. I've heard a lot about this for like, yeah, a long time. I know that this has been out for quite a long time. I think this is what, early thousands? Oh, there's maps in here. Cool. Okay. We got maps. I need dates. 2015. So it's been out for a minute. But I'm going to sit down and we are going to see how this is going to go. Read the first chapter of this book, and I don't think I should be reading it right now. I didn't even know what was going on until we started talking about cutting arms and then shooting. I literally have no idea what's going on right now. So, I do not think this is requiring the kind of brain power that I have right now, so we're going to save this for another time. And I need to go look and see if there's any other books that I want to read tonight. I may read the next one in the Paradise trilogy, or I may read the next in the Twisted series. I don't know. I gotta go look and see what I have first to see if there's anything that I need to return soon or ones that I've been dying to get to. So I'm gonna go do that real quick and I'm gonna come back. But I'm not DNFing it. I just do not think this is something that I will enjoy right now. So we're gonna save this when I have a little more brain power. Alright, so I picked one out. The next one we're gonna try is I have 5 Feet Apart. First one, Slip and Cut. What the hell? Daughtry in Iconus, I believe. I don't know. But it's a very short one. It's like $2.75. I just read like a mystery romance, and then I read a bunch of fantasy. So I'm ready for just a romance, like a young adult romance. And then if I'm still reading, we're probably gonna try a thriller next. So we're just moving right along. I think it's the most I've read in a long time. Long time. But I am amazed I'm still awake and as coherent as I am at officially 5 o'clock in the morning. And we are sitting at 12 hours and 47 minutes. So in another 47 minutes, we will have hit the halfway mark. Yay. I started falling asleep during the last 2 pages of my book, and I'm pretty sure I conked out for like 2 minutes. I do not know how people can do this. It was bad enough just doing 12 hours, and that's exactly where I stopped. I stopped at 12 hours on the dot. I'm just like, okay. I did a real good milestone, but I ain't doing 24 hours. And I get stuff to do tomorrow. I can't be falling asleep on a game night with friends. I can't do that. So, I'm gonna call it. Even my girl's telling me, you need to go to sleep. And I'm just starting to see light outside. I'm ready to go to bed. So, I tried. I really, really tried. And I actually achieved way more than I thought I was going to. I did not think I was going to reach over 500 pages tonight. I thought I would at least cave halfway through What Happened to Paradise, but I didn't. I actually finished the whole thing, and I started another book. So technically I read technically I read 2.5 books tonight. I got through 50 pages of 5 Feet Apart. It's really good so far. I'm really invested in the story. I just don't have the brain power to keep myself awake. So, I'm going to go to bed, and I probably will post this because I consider this, even though it wasn't a 24-hour readathon. It was half of one, and 12 hours when you're doing nothing but reading for 12 straight hours, that's an achievement. Even if you read for 2 hours, I consider that an achievement. I don't know how y'all do it. I really don't. I don't understand this trend. I tried it. I don't like it. I probably will never do this again. Not even to try and do the full 24 hours. I don't want to suffer. I would like to focus on what I'm reading. Thank you. I know, sweetie. Let's go to bed. So yeah, that's the update about that. You guys will probably get this the following day. So I did all this on a Saturday, so I'll probably post this on Sunday. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you like and subscribe and give me comments about anything else you guys think I should do. But love you, reads and JKTs, and I am gonna go read after I wake up.